Pretty face, funny hat. That's what my Blondie is.
Lovable feet, both flat. That's what my Dagwood is.
Blondie's not always right. I let her think she is.
All of my thoughts are bright, long as he thinks they're his.
Life with us is
Fun and crazy,
baby dumpling.
us and Daisy,
What a family. Incredible, bum-settable.
hurry, you'll miss your bus.
Watch out, you'll burn your stew. Nothing's too much for us. As long as with me there's you.
Dagwood and Blondie,
Blondie and Dagwood,
always with me there's you.
What's the matter, Daisy? Aren't you used to seeing a woman doing a man's job? Oh, I'm just taking my brother's place till he gets home from the Navy.
Your father's late for breakfast, Daisy, so hide the newspaper. Dagwood, hurry!
I'll be right down, Blondie.
Did you always wear bow ties?
Yeah, I guess so. Why?
Well, I was thinking, now that I'm wearing long pants, maybe you ought to wear a long tie.
Long tie, huh? Well, I wonder what Blondie would think about that.
Why don't you find out?
I think I will. I'll put on that one that Cousin Caroline gave me for Christmas.
Gosh, Daddy, maybe now you look like other men.
Did you finish your cereal, Cookie? Oh, yes, you did. Now, here's your milk, dear.
Well, there's blood in your eye.
Why, Cookie, wherever did you learn those words?
Oh, I've been around.
Well, from now on, young lady, you can get around in the backyard with Daisy's children. Go on.
Well, you don't think I look a little overdressed in this, do you?
You look elegant.
Yeah?
Daddy, Daisy noticed the tie.
Yeah? Oh, and how do you like it, Daisy, huh? Good morning, Blondie.
Good morning, Dad, but I can't understand why you're so late.
I'm sorry, dear, but
Never mind. Sit down and eat before everything gets cold.
Yeah.
And you too, Alexander.
Oh,
Dagwood Bumstead, what in the world are you trying to do?
Blondie, don't you notice anything different about me?
Why, no.
Huh?
The tie.
Yeah. How's that? You like it?
Yes, I think I do. Sort of makes you look like other men.
Huh?
Well, have your breakfast here. Oh, Dagwood, I'm so thrilled.
About me?
No, of course not. Now, don't let that tie go to your head. I'm so excited about the $100 we have left over after balancing our budget.
Yeah, we're doing pretty good, aren't we?
We certainly are. We've paid our bills, we've bought war bonds, and we have everything we need. Dagwood.
Huh?
Let's give that $100 to the camp they're going to build for underprivileged children.
That's a swell idea. You know, I was thinking about the same thing. After all...
You're a lollipop, you're a lemon drop, you're a chocolate bar. Baby, you're a candy store. That's what you are. What are you doing, Alvin? Composing.
Anything we know? Ha, ha, ha.
You're not very amusing, Mr. Bumstead. But your tie is. Gee, Alvin, don't you like it? It's about as quiet as a riveting machine.
Well, I like it. Don't you ever wear a bow tie again, Dagwood.
I won't, darling.
I'll get it.
Listen,
Eat your breakfast, Dagwood.
Oh, yeah.
How would this do? You're a hunk of fudge.
And you're a pain in the neck, Alvin Fuddle, and stop singing those silly songs.
I might win some money if it's good.
Oh.
What do you mean? Didn't you read this morning's paper?
Oh, I knew I was missing something. Hey, Daisy, get the paper.
And so, as representative of the Women's Club, Blondie, I'm soliciting funds for the children's camp. It's a very worthwhile project, and I think
Oh, you don't have to sell me on it, Emily. We'll give $100 towards it.
Thank you, Blondie. $100? Oh, Blondie, that's wonderful.
By the way, Emily, have they picked out the location for the camp?
No. No, somebody's already contributed the money for the land, but the site hasn't been chosen.
Oh. Who did give the money?
Oh, that's a secret. You see, the donor doesn't wish to be bothered by realtors. And now, Blondie, if you'll just give me a check for the 100.
Of course. Come into the living room.
I just can't get over your generosity.
Oh. We'd give more if we could. Be seated, Emily, while I write you the check.
Did you see the draft?
Oh, oh, thank you, Daisy. No, never
There
mind.
it is on the front page. Local song contest.
Yeah, thank you. I can read. Yeah. Oh, yeah, here it is. Mrs. Laura Meredith, one of the community's leading citizens, is offering $250 to the person writing the most refreshing love song.
Personally, I think my song is too sophisticated. Some corny number would probably cop first place.
Yeah.
Hey, Bumstead, I want to talk to you, and you get home. Now.
Yes, sir.
Well, now, if it's about breaking the lawnmower, Mr. Fuddle.
I'll get to that later.
Yeah.
This is about the Children's Camp Fund. I'm collecting for the neighborhood.
Oh, yeah.
How much shall I put you down for? $5?
Oh, no. You can put me down for one.
$100?
$100.
$100?
Yes. I mean, yes.
I can't believe it.
Well, that's what we're going to give. I was talking to Blondie this morning about it.
Now, look, Bumstead, are you going to pledge that amount and welch on me? Because if you do...
Me, Welch? I'll write the check out for the $100 right now.
Oh, boy, wait till I tell the neighborhood about this.
I just can't wait to tell the Women's Club about your wonderful spirit, Blondie. And by the way, a few of us girls are having lunch today at the Gypsy Tea Room. Why not join us?
Oh, that would be rather fun. I haven't seen the girls, you know.
Yes, sir, your heart's as thick as your head. I mean, as big as your head.
Oh.
I'll take this check right down to headquarters.
Fine.
Oh, goodness, I almost forgot to give you your button.
Oh. Dagwood is going to be so surprised when I tell him what I've done.
There you are.
100. Well, thanks a million, Bumstead. I'll take that right down to headquarters. And here's your button.
Oh. Well.
There we are. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, you can go out this way, Mr. Fuddle.
Okay. Well, thanks again, Bumstead. And, oh, by the way, forget the lawnmower.
Oh, thanks, Fuddle.
Okay. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
You say Daddy is with Mr. Fuddle?
Oh, yes, Blondie. We were just discussing some business.
Oh, do you have to pay for breaking his lawnmower?
Nope, he told me to forget all about it.
That doesn't sound like Mr. Fuddle. Dagwood, where did you get that button?
Mr. Fuddle gave it to me.
For what?
Because I gave.
Gave to what?
Well, to the children's camp. You see, just before you
Dagwood.
went to the door.
Dagwood,
Huh?
you didn't really give to the camp fund.
Yes.
How much?
$100. It was just before.
A check?
Yes. You see, Mr. Fuddle came over. And,
Oh.
What's the matter? Huh?
Oh, this is awful.
Well, of course it is. It's awful. Well, weren't we supposed to give?
Well, yes, but... Look.
Oh, I gave. You got one too, huh? Well, that's swell. You mean you gave? How much?
$100.
Oh, $100. Oh, Blondie, we've only got $102 in the bank. One of those checks will bounce.
Oh, dear. Well, there's just one thing to do. You'll have to have Mr. Fuddle tear up your check.
Oh, no, I couldn't tell Fuddle that.
Why not?
He's afraid of him.
Yeah, I'm afraid I am not. It's just that he's already gone to the headquarters with the check.
Well, so has Emily Hardy. Oh, Dagwood, we're in a terrible spot.
Yeah.
Emily is already telling her women's club how generous we are.
I got an idea. We can convert our war bonds.
Oh, no, you don't.
Huh?
Those bonds are in my name, and they're my future. And besides, it's unpatriotic.
It was just an idea.
I have a better one. Dagwood, you'll just have to ask Mr. Dithers for an advance on your salary.
Oh, Blondie, you know, Mr. Dithers, I couldn't do that. For goodness sakes. Ah, wait!
Hurry, Alexander, you're
How's this? You're a nuggetine, you're a jelly bean, you're a package of gum.
So you couldn't get a lead on who's buying the land for the children's camp? If we only knew, I'm sure we could sell that mountain acreage of ours. Well, it'd be perfect for a campsite. Has a lake and a... Ollie, did you hear what I said?
What? Oh, yes, Mr. Dithers. You said something about a leak.
Don't you pull a Dagwood on me. One slow brain in this firm is enough.
Well, the truth is, Mr. Dithers, I was writing a tune for that song contest.
Song contest? What song contest?
It's right here on the front page.
Oh, for heaven's sake. Hasn't that married woman anything better to do than sponsor a crazy idea like that? Most refreshing love song. Ridiculous. Our woman's a first-class ninny and a... What are you doing, as if I didn't know?
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Dithers. I was just composing.
Now, isn't that nice? I always wanted a little tin pan alley in my office. Now, if you two troubadours won't mind earning your salaries, you can get on with your work. Yes. Don't let me catch either of you composing on my time. Don't even mention that contest in this office.
Yes, Mr. Dithers.
Mr. Dithers, Mrs. Laura Meredith would like to talk with you on the phone.
Oh, she does? Well, I want to talk to her. Yes, Mrs. Meredith?
Mr. Dithers, I've never met you, but I've heard you're one of the most outstanding men in our community. And I wondered if you'd serve on a committee to help judge the song contest I'm sponsoring.
Well, now, Mrs. Meredith, that's a great honor. I can't think of a better way to waste my time than judging that stupid contest of yours. Well, you ought to be ashamed of yourself spending money so foolishly. Frankly, I'd like to serve on a committee to discourage such silly asinine women as yourself from encouraging nitwits to write music.
Very well, Mr. Dithers. Say what you will, but remember this. You regret your words. Yes, indeed, you regret your words. An elephant never forgets.
I'll regret my words. Who does she think she is?
Mr. Dithers. Good morning. Blondie wanted me to ask you...
Whatever it is, no. If you're going to wear a long tie, don't get your breakfast all over it.
Well,
Hey, Dagwood. What's hit you besides that colorful cravat?
Oh, it's the usual thing. I need some money.
It's been nice seeing you. Well, look, Dagwood, kid. If you need dough, why don't you try writing a song for that contest? The winner gets 250 clams.
You write a song? I wouldn't know how.
So what? Some of the biggest hits are written by amateurs.
They are?
Sure, try it. What can you lose?
Song, huh? I love you. I love you. I love you. I love Blondie. 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 You look so sweet when I saw you on the street.
And that's where you're going to be if you don't stop that dribble.
Oh, well, Mr. Dithers.
Yes, I know you're composing, but don't do it here.
No, Mr. Dithers.
And if you're thinking of entering that contest, don't do it. And I mean, don't do it.
Yes, Mr. Dithers. I mean, no, Mr. Dithers. Hello. Oh, hello, Blondie.
Dagwood, did you get your advance from Mr. Dithers? You didn't? Oh, Dagwood. Well, then you'll just have to go to the bank and stop payment on your check. It isn't humiliating. How can your reputation be ruined when you haven't got one? I mean, well, you go to the bank, dear. Now, I've got to get ready for a luncheon date, though I'm sure I won't be able to eat a bite. Goodbye.
No dice, huh?
No dice.
Anything I can do, Miss Bumstead?
No thanks, Alvin. You're both helping by cleaning up the attic and watching Cookie till I get back. I won't be gone long.
So your father's in a spot again, huh? How that man worries me. What's the matter? Does he need money? As usual. You know, if I win that song contest, I'd be happy to loan him some cash. Thanks, Alvin. That's part of the good neighbor policy. What's this? That Blue-Eyed Sweetheart of Mine, words and music by Horace Bumstead. Who's he? My granduncle. Must have left that when he visited us a few years ago. Funny we never saw it before. Looks super corny to me. Hey, don't look now, Alexander, but I think I have an idea. About what? How your father can earn some extra money. You have? You know, Alvin, you're really brainy. I know. Sometimes I frighten myself.
Hello. Say, Dagwood,
Huh?
I'm sorry I forgot you in trouble with the boss about that song.
Oh, that's all right.
And just to prove I'm a good guy, I'll take you to lunch.
Thanks.
Say, you still worried about dough?
Sort of. I have to go to the bank and stop a check from being cashed.
Oh, don't let that throw you.
No, but there's a fella named Fuddle who might.
Rather an attractive place, eh, Dagwood?
Yes, it's decorated very nicely. I'm in the tea room.
3. This way, please.
What'd you bring us here for?
To cheer up Dagwood and give him a psychological boost. Hey, Maggie.
The name is Magda, Bodie. You want your fortune read?
No, my friends. He's feeling rather low. I want you to tell him he's coming into a lot of money, you know.
I know this routine, mister. Magna take care of your friend, but good. Pay in advance, Bud.
Oh. Here you are. See you over a tea bag.
Isn't this charming?
Nothing's too good for our Blondie. You can't imagine how we feel about your contribution.
You can't imagine how my husband and I feel.
4. This way, please.
Did you close the deal with Maggie? Yes, all set.
I am ready to give the reading. Him?
Him. Sit here, seer.
Pour the tea yourself.
Oh, I don't want any, thank you.
She's going to read your fortune.
I don't want it read, and I haven't any fortune.
Maybe she'll find one in the tea leaves, Dagwood.
Go ahead, Dagwood. Have your fortune read.
Oh, I.
Pour the tea.
Dagwood's in the next booth. He's going to have his fortune told.
How cute. Don't tell him you're here, Blondie, and we'll listen.
What?
I am reading his fortune, not yours. You look like a good fellow. I see you're coming into the chips.
Oh, you do? You do? You mean I'm going to get some money?
You said it. Uh-huh. Who is this I see?
Somebody we know?
Nobody you know, funny man. But for him, I see a beautiful black-eyed brunette.
Oh, you couldn't. His wife is blonde.
I do not care what his wife is, but I see a beautiful black-eyed brunette in the club.
Yeah. Well, I don't see anybody in there.
Maybe you have a blonde wife. But this black-eyed brunette means very much to you.
Yeah?
She is like a dream woman, your ideal.
She is?
Say, Dagger, she got a sister.
Blondie!
Oh, something wonderful happened to me today. You should have been there.
Did you stop the check at the bank?
Oh, no, but we won't have to. Looks like I might be coming into some money.
Really? Did a little bird tell you that?
No, some tea leaves. I mean, I had my fortune told.
And so just because a fortune teller told you you were getting some extra money, you're going to let that check go through the bank?
Well, I was thinking about that, Blondie, but you know how those big drives are. The checks don't come back to the bank for a few days, and then maybe I'll have gotten some money, and then we can give the extra $100 to the children's camp, huh?
How nice. And what else did the fortune teller say?
Oh, nothing important. Hey, what do we got for dinner, huh?
Tomato juice, salad, hamburger, potatoes, coffee, pie, and... Oh, yes.
Huh?
Black-eyed peas.
Oh, sounds good. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I guess that's enough for tonight. Nothing like keeping fit.
For what?
Oh, for anything. Eddie, oh, boy, I'm going to buy some of these long ties tomorrow.
Exactly why did you change to them, Dagwood?
Oh, Alexander suggested it.
You're sure no one else did?
No. I wonder if that fortune teller knew what she was talking about.
I wonder, too.
Don't you feel well, Mommy?
What a strange thing to say, Alexander. I feel wonderful.
Lately, you've looked sort of pale.
And man.
Are you worried about Daddy?
Well, yes and no.
Can you make up your mind, Mommy?
Good morning. Just what I wanted, vitamins.
I don't know why you're so cheerful, Dagwood. It's been days since that fortune teller told you were coming into some money, and what's happened? Nothing.
Oh, yeah. I guess maybe those tea leaves were all wet.
Dagwood, do you want to go down to the bank this morning and stop payment on the check, or do you want to talk to Mr. Fuddle?
Well, I could go... No, I couldn't do that.
Can't you make up your mind, Dagwood?
Good morning.
Oh, you're the new postman.
Yes, indeed. I'm taking Crumb's route. And a pleasant route it seems to be.
Evidently, Mr. Crumb neglected to tell you about this particular route.
Oh, you mean about him?
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Crumb told me all. I heard how this fellow Bumstead comes staring out every morning like a tornado, knocking everything down in his path. Frankly, I think Crumb was kidding me. How can a man get up that much speed from the kitchen to out here?
You'll find out.
Oh, no, I won't. You see, I'm delivering the mail a half an hour early. That way, Bumstead will never get me.
That's what you think. But he will, mark my words.
Oh, no, he won't.
Oh, yes, he will.
A dollar says he won't.
Dollar says he will.
Dagwood, you don't have to look so glum. So the fortune teller was wrong about the money. Maybe she was wrong about something else, too.
Huh?
So why don't you talk to Mr. Fuddle? After all, he's not a monster.
Daddy, you're late.
Okay.
Why'd you say Daddy was late? He's early.
Because I wanted to hold his hat. Mommy, can I hold Daddy's hat?
Here, go ahead. Wait a minute. Dagwood, here. Take it in the box. Here. Oh, dear. Oh, my.
Oh, I'm early. Huh? Oh, good morning. You're new here, huh? Oh, some mail for me?
You won.
Huh?
Must be beginner's luck. Congratulations.
Huh?
Mr. Fuddle, Dagwood wants to talk to you.
Oh?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Oh.
Go on, Dagwood. Get it over with.
Get what over with?
Well, I'll tell you on the way to the bus.
Okay.
Well, Cookie, we have work to do.
What's on your mind, Bumstead?
Well, it's just... Oh, excuse me. It's just that... Oh,
What's the matter with you this morning?
yeah.
Say, what's this?
Yeah, I know.
Hey, Bumstead, what have you been up to?
It's from the bank. I can explain everything.
Bank nothing. It's that song contest.
Song contest?
Open it up. Let's see what's inside.
Song contest?
Yeah, hurry up. Why are you so nervous this morning?
My dear Mr. Bumstead, your song, That Blue-Eyed Sweetheart of Mine, and 2 other numbers have been selected for the finals of our contest. You will be contacted shortly and learn the details which will enable you to compete for the grand prize of $250. Yours truly, Miss Laura Meredith.
Well, can you beat that? A songwriter on her own block.
Crumb was right. He'll get you coming or going.
Huh?
Oh.
Oh, wait a minute. My letter. My letter.
We've got it, Daddy.
Yeah? Oh, here, give me that.
I think we'd better have a talk about it, Mr. Bumstead.
Now, see here, Alvin Fuddle. I wrote a song. Oh, my, I didn't write a song.
That's why we'd better have a talk.
Huh?
What'd I tell you? You can't win.
I wonder if I could deliver the mail at night.
Well, I got the idea to cross out your uncle's name in the song and put in yours so you can win some money.
Gee, Alvin, I didn't think you cared.
I didn't think you'd win.
Well, I haven't won yet. There's 2 other songs competing against mine. What am I saying? I don't want people to think that I wrote a song. No, that would be dishonest.
I don't know. It's all in the family, isn't it?
Yeah, but
If you win, you can use the money, can't you, Daddy?
Well,
Mrs. Bumstead, did you hear what happened to your husband?
Why, no, Oh, you brute!
Huh?
What did you do to him?
Well, I didn't do anything to him, Mrs. Bumstead. I just wanted to tell you he might win the song contest.
Song contest?
Yes.
What do you mean?
Mr. Bumstead, you're practically a cinch to win $250.
look, I didn't write the song, and nothing will make me pretend that I did.
Dagwood! Oh, Dagwood, did you really write a song? Oh, my darling, how could I doubt you? How could I believe you'd even look at another woman?
Huh?
You proved I'm the only one in your life. You wrote a song to me, that blue-eyed sweetheart of mine.
Yeah.
Oh, my husband, a composer. Bach, Beethoven, and Bumstead. Oh, my dearest.
So your wife was your inspiration, eh, Bumstead?
Well, I yes, she was.
Dagwood, that fortune teller was right about your coming into some money. You're going to win first prize. I just know it. And a little extra money never hurt anyone. Did it, dear?
Oh, no.
How does the song go, Dagwood?
How does it go?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Shall I sing it to him, Mr. Bumstead?
yeah, go ahead, Alvin. I'd like to hear how it goes, too.
I'll never forget how I thrilled when I met that blue-eyed sweetheart of mine.
Yes, Mary?
There's a reporter from the city news to see you.
Reporter? Send him in.
How are you, Mr. Dithers? I didn't really come to see you. I wanted to talk to Dagwood Bumstead. But he hasn't come in as yet, so I thought I'd ask you something about it. I'd like to know what he does in the office.
So would I. But right now, I'd like to know what he's done outside the office.
You mean you don't know? Why, he's one of the 3 winners of the Meredith Song Contest.
You're joking.
No, I'm not. Say, I'll bet you're proud of him.
I'm disgusted. I told him to stay out of that contest. Now he won't want to work anymore. He'll be writing notes, and I'll be going...
Not so fast, Mr. Dithers. Personally, I think anyone who can write music ought to be congratulated.
Or fired.
Oh, now, Mr. Dithers, wait a minute. Oh, Mr. Dithers, don't be too hasty. After all, we will mention your firm in the interview.
Oh. Well, Maestro, I understand you tossed off a winning tune.
Oh, yes, I did, Mr. Dithers, but
Well, here's a man from the city news. He wants to interview you.
Yes, but first I want to congratulate you. That's mighty fine work, Mr.
Hey, that's swell, Dagwood.
Wonderful.
Great
stuff, Dagwood. Wait a minute, fellas. Tell me, Mr. Bumstead, how does your wife feel?
Oh, fine, thank you. How does your wife feel?
Oh, not bad. She got up this morning, a little sinus trouble. I told her to spend the day with her mother. How did I get mixed up? What I'm trying to find out is, how does your wife feel about your winning?
Oh, Blondie? She was happy when I left the house.
Wife happy when husband leaves home.
Yeah.
That blue-eyed sweetheart of mine. La, dum, 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 dum. Bumstead residence. Dagwood Bumstead? No, he isn't home right now. May I take a message?
No, thanks. I want to speak to him personally.
Oh, personally? Well, you can reach him at his office, 902 Spring Street. You're sure I can't take a message? You're sure I can't? Are you a brunette?
Yes. Have I black eyes? As a matter of fact, I have. 2 of them. Shall I count my teeth now?
No. I'm sure you have all of them. Bye.
You didn't get the guy, huh?
No, I got his wife. The village idiot. Why do you suppose she wanted to know if I was a black-eyed brunette? Well, look, Eddie, you keep working on those arrangements while I check on this Bumstead.
When did you write the song, Dag?
Well, are you going to do another?
Did you write the words and music?
Well, you see, it was... What happened? Oh, excuse me.
You know, Dagwood, you and I have a perfect understanding. You understand I'm the boss, and I understand you're a fool.
Oh.
I won't have my office turned into a circus. This sort of thing must stop. You entered that contest, and you might win. But I don't want to hear anything more about it, or that Mrs. Meredith. I don't want any more people coming in here talking about it. Is that clear?
Yeah, but about this...
I said I don't want to hear anything more about it. And if any more pests connected with that contest come in here, so help me, I'll...
How do you do, Mr. Bumstead?
Oh, he's Mr. Dithers, our employee. He's Mr. Bumstead.
Yeah.
Oh,
And who are you?
well, I'm Rita Rogers, connected with Mrs. Meredith's song contest.
Oh.
Oh, you being Mr. Bumstead's boss, I imagine you're the one I ought to talk to.
About what?
Well, you see, Mr. Bumstead has to learn the technique of radio singing, and I'm to teach it to him and the other 2 contestants.
Oh, I see.
So, Mr. Bumstead will be taking the afternoon off.
Oh, just the afternoon? Shouldn't he take a few days off, or maybe a week?
Ah, that won't be necessary. You see, the contest is tomorrow afternoon at Mrs. Meredith's home. We'll be broadcast over a local station, so you can listen in, Mr. Dithers.
I'll remember that.
Then it's all right if Mr. Bumstead leaves now?
Oh, yes, indeed. What's more, Mr. Bumstead needn't ever come back, because Mr. Bumstead is fired. You tell your Mrs. Meredith I still think she's a silly, stupid woman.
Well, beautiful character. Is he always so genial?
He fired me.
Don't take him seriously. He's a little upset now, but he'll get over it.
He fired me.
Yeah, I know. I heard you the first time. Now, about that song of yours, Mr. Bumstead, I'd suggest that you change it from that blue-eyed sweetheart of mine to that black-eyed sweetheart of mine. You see, Mrs. Meredith has black eyes, and, well, she might be a little flattered. Did you hear what I said? Oh, brother.
Mr. Bumstead will be taking the afternoon off. Oh, Mr. Dithers, I got it. I found out who's buying the land for the children's camp.
You did? Who is it?
Mrs. Laura Meredith.
No. Oh, no.
Well, what's the matter?
Oh, don't you remember? I insulted her on the telephone. Oh, the things I said to her.
That's right. You did open your big mouth, didn't you? Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Dithers.
Don't apologize, Ellie. I've got it coming to me. If I hadn't been such a blabbermouth, I'm certain that we could sell her our mountain property. No, we haven't got a chance. Why, she wouldn't even see me. I could shoot myself. Why didn't I think of that before? Oh, I don't mean that, Allie. But I just thought of an idea. Dagwood. Dagwood? Yes, he's one of the winners of the song contest. He's going to meet Mrs. Meredith, talk to her, sing to her. Oh, what a way to do business. We haven't lost the game yet, Allie. We're still in there pitching.
Shall we change the title? You do want the $250, don't you?
Oh, no. My job means more to me than $250. Oh. I'm not a songwriter. I'm a businessman, Miss Rogers. I love my job, and I need it. I have a wife and 2 children and 6 dogs to support. And if by being in that contest I lose my job, then I won't be in it. Did you hear that, Mr. Dithers? I'm out of it. I am through.
No. Let's not make quick decisions.
Huh?
Well, I've been thinking it over, and I've decided that I'd be a pretty low character to keep you out of that contest. After all, everyone can't write music.
Don't rub it in, Mr. Dithers.
Oh, you're back with the firm, Dagwood, but I want you to forget the job until the contest is over.
Well, that's pretty sporting of you, Mr. Dithers.
Oh,
After all,
don't
you really
mention
have nothing to gain by letting Mr. Bumstead into the contest.
Oh, you'd be surprised. After all, I think we'd all benefit by Dagwood's participation. Somehow it seems to me there's a great deal in it for everyone. I'll go into the details later, Dagwood.
Oh, look, Mr. Dithers, there's something I want to tell you about the song. You see,
No. Now, I want you to cooperate with Miss Rogers. I want you to do everything she asks you to do, no matter what it is. From now on, you're in her hands.
I'm sure I can trust Dagwood. She may have just been calling him about a business matter.
Still water runs deep, my dear. Why don't you do as I say? Call the office and ask him who this brunette is.
Oh, I hate to, Emily. After all, I have my pride.
Well, while you still have a husband, take my advice and phone him.
All right, I will. And you will see this girl means absolutely nothing to him.
I hope you're right, Blondie. But remember what the fortune teller said. She mentioned Dagwood had a brunette in his life.
We'll soon find out if he has. Warren, 5748. Gee, I feel so kind of silly about this. Hello, Mary. May I speak to Mr. Bumstead?
He isn't in, Mrs. Bumstead. He just left for the Geary Hotel with a young lady. Miss Rogers from the Meredith Song Contest. Hello? Hello?
What happened, Blondie?
He left for the Geary Hotel with her.
Well, you might just as well face it, Blondie. Dagwood is a wolf.
He's not. I know he's not. He's faithful and he's loyal and he loves me. He couldn't be untrue to me. And I love him and trust him implicitly.
Where are you going, Blondie?
To the Geary Hotel.
Hi.
Hello, Eddie. This is Dagwood Bumstead.
Bumstead? You got a pretty good song there.
Oh, thanks.
Rita shows you how to put it across. You might earn yourself a couple of pesos.
Come on, Mr. Bumstead. We've got a lot of work to do.
Oh.
Stand here. There's something wrong with you, but I don't know what it is.
Huh?
Oh, don't tell him.
I've got it.
What?
Take off your tie.
What?
Take off your tie. Give me yours.
Hey, what is this, a rehearsal or a striptease? You sure you don't want the shirt off my back?
That's better. Now you've got that careless, youthful effect most singers seem to be going in for these days. Do you have to look so well-fed? Can't you look a little bit gaunt? As though you were suffering from the pangs of love. Like this, see?
Oh.
No!
What?
No, I want you to look like that new crooner.
Oh, Dinah Shore.
Well, let's hear your singing voice. Eddie, play a two-bar introduction. Mr. Bumstead, you pick up the chorus.
Where'd you drop it? Huh? Well,
you, sing now.
well, I don't think I know the words.
Oh, I'm sorry. You don't?
No.
Well, you wrote them, didn't you?
No. Oh, yes, I did. I just have a terrible memory.
Fortunately, I have copies. Fortunately. There. Okay, Eddie, take it again.
Again.
You start right here. This is where you start. Now, I'll
never forget how I thrilled when I met this little high, that blue-eyed sweetheart of mine. The warmth of her glance made my
You need oiling.
Sounds like he came from a long line of mice.
I'm going to whip you into shape by tomorrow afternoon.
You're going to have to whip him all evening. He needs a lot of coaching.
Take it again, Eddie. And remember, it's that black-eyed sweetheart of mine.
But before we take it again, couldn't we send over a couple of tall ones?
Oh, not a bad idea, Eddie. How about you, Mr. Bumstead? What do you have to drink?
Oh, no, thank you. I'm not thirsty.
Room service, please.
Tell him to send a little cotton, too.
Every woman in the audience will want to think you're singing to her alone.
Oh, no. I wouldn't want them to feel that way.
Well, you
do as I say.
Yeah, Mr. Dither says I'm supposed to, but... Oh, couldn't I pretend that I'm singing to my wife, Blondie, huh?
I don't care if you pretend it's your grandmother. Go ahead, Eddie.
Oh, excuse me. The warmth of her glance made my heart start to dance. That blue-eyed sweetheart of mine. Right then I knew my life had just begun. For I had found my one and only one. Thanks to heaven above, I've an angel to love. That blue-eyed sweetheart of mine.
Well, that's better.
Yeah.
We'll have a little recess now.
Yeah, I need it.
And remember, it's that black-eyed sweetheart of mine.
Yeah, black, as in black.
Yeah. You better plan on having dinner here.
Oh, well, then I'd better let Blondie know. Can I call her?
Sure.
Oh, thanks. Hello. Maple 4759, please. You know, when I pretend I'm crooning to Blondie, singing is kind of fun.
Yeah, you ought to try it sometime.
Yeah. Hello, Blondie? Oh, Mrs. Hardy. Where's my wife? She's out? Oh. Yes, you can take a message. Tell her that I won't be home to dinner. No, I'm sort of tied up right now. Yeah, tied up. I ought to be hung? Huh? Yeah, well, hello? Try the back door, you can't get in that way either. I'll send the rest of your clothes to the hotel tomorrow. Blondie! Come in.
Dagwood, what on earth happened? I came as soon as I got your message.
I don't know, Mr. Dithers. I can't understand it. I didn't do anything to make Blondie mad at me.
Are you quite sure now?
Yeah.
Well, that's strange. I can't understand why she should be so angry with you.
Maybe she found out I didn't write this song.
Well, that's possible. You didn't write the song. Well, who did?
My Uncle Horace. It was the last song he ever wrote. It was his swamp song.
Swamp. Well, as long as Uncle Horace isn't around to make trouble, let's relax.
Oh, I can't relax, Mr. Dithers. I'm worried about Blondie.
Oh, now, Dagwood, remember what we talked about today? You're to see Mrs. Meredith and sell her on buying our property and get yourself a nice little bonus. Yeah. Besides that, you'll probably win the contest. When Blondie finds out all that, she'll forgive you.
Forgive me? For what?
How do I know? Now go to bed and get a good night's rest. Be at the office in the morning as early as possible. We'll go over and see Blondie and get everything straightened out.
I hope so.
Good night and sleep well.
Yeah. Sleep well. As if I could. I won't be able to sleep awake. All right.
This ought to help your cold, sir. It's my own special remedy. Take a little of this, and then we add a little of this.
Yeah, but I know.
Powerful, isn't it? One drink and it will kill all the germs. Take it, sir.
Oh, no, thanks. I don't believe so. Oh, I'm late. Oh, say, get my hat and wait for me at the door.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Dagwood. Dagwood, Mr. Dithers wants to see you.
Thanks, Mary.
Hey, what's got into you?
I don't know, but I wish it hadn't.
Morning, Dagwood. How's the boy this morning?
Not very good.
How's that?
I got a cold.
Speak up, Dagwood. I can't hear you.
I got a cold. I can't talk.
You can't talk. Well, that's just too bad. You can't talk? Then you can't sing.
No.
Well, of all the stupid things, here I've got all the necessary information ready, an agreement for Mrs. Meredith to sign, and you go and catch cold. Dagwood, I could murder you.
I wish you would. I feel half dead already.
Well, what do we do now? The contest is this afternoon, and you've got to be there to sing, to meet Mrs. Meredith.
Blondie always took good care of me.
Well, let's go and see Blondie.
I'd love to, Mr. Dithers, but I don't think Blondie would see me.
Oh, I've settled your family problems before, and I can do it again. Say, I've got a little remedy here. Might help that cold of yours.
Oh, no. I've had a remedy already.
Here, take a big swallow.
It's
good stuff. Come on, take a big one now.
Thank you.
It's an old Indian formula.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Come on, Dagwood. All she can do is throw you out. Hello, Alexander, Alvin.
Hello, Mr. Dithers. Hello, Daddy.
Hello, Alexander.
You needn't whisper. Mommy isn't home.
Where is she?
She's going with Cookie to see an attorney.
Oh, she's an attorney.
It seems you turned out to be some sort of a heel, Mr. Bumps.
Mrs. Dithers,
Oh, now, Dagwood, don't go to pieces. We're not going to be worried. Blondie's just trying to bluff us.
She's married to me.
But it won't be for long.
Yeah, listen, let me...
Daddy, have you got a cold?
Yeah, and I've been sick, too. What's the matter?
With Dagwood, you're getting a chill. Now, make him a hot lemonade. Alexander, bring down some blankets. We have to keep your father warm. Come into the living room and rest.
I feel terrible.
Come over here, Alvin. Alvin, I'm worried. I've got to do something to make my family stick together. You'd better. Your father's coming apart awfully fast. I know how you feel, and I'll help you with your family if I can. You mean it? Sure. In fact, I can help your father right now. My father has a remedy for a cold. I can put it in the lemonade. Swell.
Now, here's a description of our mountain property, so listen carefully.
All right, there's...
Now, everything you have to know about the site's right here on this paper.
Okay.
There's 200 acres, bounded on the north by a lake, South by a hill. Dagwood, stop doing that, will you? You've got me doing it.
I'll try, Mr. Dithers. I'm worried about Blondie, Mr. Dithers. If she's gone to an attorney, shouldn't I do something about it?
Yes, forget it. Pretend everything's the same as usual. Right. Think only about the contest and Mrs. Meredith and getting her to read this. Dagwood, everything depends on you.
Yeah, I guess so. Gee, I wish I knew what Blondie was up to.
I see only much happiness for you, madame. A house full of joy. Your children are a blessing, and your husband, he is wonderful.
You're so right.
But isn't there a...
Another woman? I see. No, I do not see a brunette. I only see a very pretty blonde. You.
But I don't understand it. Last week I heard you tell my husband his idea was a brunette.
Oh, last week I used a different brand of tea.
Mommy, are we going to see that attorney man?
Oh, I don't know, darling. After what I've just heard, perhaps I shouldn't see an attorney. Maybe it's Daddy I ought to see. That's just what I'm going to do. I'm going to have a showdown with Dagwood.
This is the last blanket, Mr. Dithers.
Oh, thanks, Alexander.
Don't worry, Daddy. We'll bring down more things to keep you warm.
Gotta get you well, Dagwood.
Okay.
You put these in a glass of hot lemonade, and it opens your pores and makes you perspire. How many do you think we ought to put in the drink? The more we use, the faster it gets better. So, here goes. Wonder who that is.
Hi, youngster. Mr. Bumstead home?
Yes, sir. Come right in.
Exciting, isn't it?
Is it?
Mummy?
No, Daddy.
You still cold, Dagwood?
When he goes up for air, I'd like to talk to him.
Who are you?
I'm Eddie Baxter. I'm I play the piano. I'm supposed to take Dagwood over to Mrs. Meredith's home.
Oh, well, I'm J.C. Dithers, Dagwood's boss. It looks to me as if he wouldn't be going anywhere.
Well, what's the matter with him? What's he doing?
Say something to the man, Dagwood.
Hello. I was... You haven't caught a cold, have you?
He has. He can't sing a note.
Well, then why don't you send for the doctor?
A doctor? Why, a doctor'd put him to bed. I'm trying to cure him by this afternoon for the contest.
Why? Do you need the $250?
Well, not exactly, but I want him to be able to do something I can't do. Talk to Mrs. Meredith about a business deal.
Looks like your deal was cooked by a cold.
Here's your hot lemonade, Mr. Bumstead.
No, I don't think we'll need it. He can't possibly throw off his cold by 3 o'clock.
Yeah, it's too bad.
It's song minor 1.
Na-dee-da-da-dong, da-da-dee-da-da-da, that blue-eyed sweetheart of mine. You know, that was kind of pretty.
Do you sing, sir?
Do I sing? But out of this world.
Stick around. We might use you here.
Yeah? What do you mean?
I think I've got an idea. Well, there's a recording studio downtown where you make records.
Yeah?
You can sing Mr. Bumstead's song, and he could pretend he was singing.
Oh, I get it. He mouths the words to my record. Say, that's not a bad idea.
You mean it's possible Dagwood can be in the contest?
Sure, you just play the record off stage and the people will think he's singing.
Well, couldn't we get away with it?
Certainly, I know the engineer. The guy operates all... What's the matter with me? Why am I getting mixed up in this?
Because there's a 20 in it for you.
Did you say 20 or plenty?
Oh, all right. How much do you want?
Just 100.
100? Why, I wouldn't give 100. All right, okay. It's a deal. No, sir. You don't get paid until after we record the song.
Well, do you mind if I take half before we record the song?
let's go. We haven't got much time.
Come on, Dagwood, up with you now. Everything's going to be fine. Come on.
I tell you what I'm going to do, Bumstead. I'll sing a chorus straight. Then I'll do a second chorus with 8 bars whistling, 4 bars of da-da-da-da, 4 bars of boo-boo-boo-boo, and finish out with a sock jive. You got it?
Say, he didn't drink his hot lemonade. Here you are, Mr. Bumstead.
Oh, thanks, Alvin. Maybe it's just what I need.
Mrs. Meredith, this is Amy Cartwright, Joe Potter, 2 of our contestants.
How do you do?
Oh, Mr. Bumstead hasn't arrived yet.
Oh, I'm very anxious to meet Mr. Bumstead. And oh, Rita, tell John to stop that music. It's distracting.
Yes, Mrs. Meredith. You can take seats on the platform. Hey, John, Her Majesty says Nick's on the records.
Okay. Looks like it's going to be all right, huh?
Wait till you hear a fella named Bumstead.
Well, boys, we all set?
Dagwood, you sure you got everything straight? Oh, yeah, I guess so. Gee, I wish I knew where Blondie was.
Worry about that after the contest.
I feel awfully warm.
Well, it's a good sign. At least you stopped shaking.
Yeah, but now I'm kind of drippy.
Oh, stop belittling yourself, Dagwood.
Hello, Gilmore. Good afternoon, Mr. Baxter. Be right with you. Hiya, beautiful.
Hello, Eddie. We've been waiting for you. Which one is Bumstead?
The pale one. The green one is J.C. Dithers, his boss.
Dithers?
Yeah.
Oh.
I gotta see a guy about a record.
Now remember, when you're through singing, pretend you've lost your voice through sheer nervousness. Then show this to Mrs. Meredith. Who knows, maybe I can talk to her myself. She's probably forgotten all about our little argument on the telephone.
Where is he?
There he is.
So that's what you look like, you little pipsqueak.
Oh, now,
Don't
Mrs.
you say a word. You said enough on the phone, and now it's my turn to talk. So I'm stupid, silly, and asinine to waste my time sponsoring a song contest.
I was only joking,
Just
Mrs.
what do you want here anyhow?
Well,
Oh, never mind. Gilmore, remove this man and see that he doesn't come back.
Oh, but Mrs. Meredith, carry on, Dagwood. Carry on.
Now, what did he need by that?
There you are, Mr. Bumstead.
Oh, our composer, eh?
Yes. We're going on the air in just a few minutes.
Yes, I know, but I want to talk to Gilmore.
Oh, you follow me.
Oh, Mr. Bumstead. In case you forget the words to the song, here's a copy of it.
Oh, thanks, Alvin. Oh, Alvin, what did you put in that lemonade?
Water, lemon, sugar. Oh, yes, a remedy.
Oh, a remedy?
Mr. Bumstead.
Oh.
Come on.
Oh, my. And don't try to come in again, because I'll be at the door.
John, I've done you plenty favors in the past. Now, how about it? Gosh, I don't know.
Eddie, you're going to get yourself into trouble.
Rita, there's nothing to worry about. Dagwood's rehearsed the song. Hey, we're on the air in 5 minutes. Okay, Tom. Who loaned you $50 a year ago? Who introduced you to that redhead? Who took you home the night you were tight? Oh, all right. I'll do it.
Exactly how are you going to do it?
That's a cinch. I'll connect the Victrola speaker to the microphone, disconnect the microphone, and connect the radio line to the Victrola. I'll put a portable loudspeaker in that table drawer, and you sing into the microphone. Catch on? Huh? No, neither will anyone else.
I'll wash my hands of all this. Come on, Bumstead.
Everybody quiet now, please. Good afternoon, neighbors. Once more, we're broadcasting a musical program from the lovely home of Mrs. Laura Meredith. All of us are acquainted with this remarkable woman who has encouraged culture in our community and who has donated so generously to charity. Mrs. Laura Meredith.
thank you, my dear friends. Today we're going to hear a very unusual program, one I'm sure you won't forget for a long time to come. The judges and I have selected 3 songs which we consider to be the best of the numbers submitted. It's up to you, the radio audience, to decide the winner. Miss Amy Cartwright will sing her charming number. Miss Cartwright.
Thank you, Mrs. Dagwood.
An ounce of bounce, pour the rhythm in a glass of brass, solid bore. You're so alive when you jive to an ounce of bounce. Upon the sound, wrap the rhythm in a case of bass, send me more. You're in a rut till you're cutting an ounce of bounce. Lay off the sweet routine and make the music mean. And when it hits your feet, tell the killer dealer to repeat. Read an ounce of bounce, then you make a big batch of latch like before. This is one chick who don't go for a nick. I got a rep 'cause they know that I'm hep. The only thing that counts is an ounce of bounce.
That was delightful, Miss Cartwright. And now, Mr. Joe Potter will sing his charming composition, that Rumba Romance. Mr. Potter.
You have night in your eyes.
Mr. Dithers,
Blondie.
is Dagwood inside?
Yes, why?
I want to have a little talk with him.
Well, I don't know what's happened between you two, but I wish you wouldn't try to see Dagwood now. My future's at stake.
Well, so's mine, and Dagwood's and the children's.
Well, exactly what is it that bothers you?
Daddy's got a girlfriend. Cookie. Well, he has. And I'm going to have it out with him.
Blondie? Well, you don't really believe Dagwood's unfaithful to you. Why, he's so devoted it's almost sickening.
We'll see about that.
No, wait a minute, Blondie. Don't go in yet. Dagwood is in no condition to discuss domestic matters. He must relax before he goes on the air, and seeing you would only upset him. Now, wait until he's through.
All right, then. I'll wait. In fact, I think I'll go home.
That's a good girl. That's... Blondie! Perhaps you better see Dagwood after all.
What?
Well, I was wrong about keeping you from him. He's crazy about you, Blondie, so go to him with my blessing.
And what do you get out of my going to Dagwood, Mr. Dithers?
Me? Oh, nothing. Well, I might as well tell you. Dagwood must have this paper. I can't explain now, but it means a great deal to both of us if you can get this to him.
Well, I'm not so sure I want to see him.
Why, of course you do. He's mad about you. He idolizes you, Blondie.
All right, I'll take it. But why can't you go in with the paper?
Well, you see, the butler and I aren't exactly friendly. Now, Blondie, before you ring the bell, wait till I get around the corner of the house, will you? I'll take care of Cookie. And, Blondie, please get that paper to him.
Dios me querido, adiós.
Very nice, Mr. Potter.
Thanks.
Mr. Dagwood Bumstead will sing his composition, that black-eyed sweetheart of mine.
Come on, Mr. Bumstead, you're on. Come on.
Mr. Bumstead.
Just a technicality.
Have you an invitation?
No, I haven't.
Well, I'm sorry. No one is allowed in without an invitation.
Oh, please let me in. You see, my husband's one of the contestants,
And naturally, you want to hear him sing badly.
Oh, you've heard him?
Yes. No.
Oh, please. Just one more person in this place wouldn't matter.
Well, I suppose not. You may go in.
Oh, thank you so much.
Right then I knew my life had just begun. For I had found my one and only one. Thanks to heaven above.
My husband, he wrote that song to me. Blue-eyed sweetheart.
That black-eyed sweetheart of mine.
Here, Daisy, take this to Daddy. It's the last thing I'll ever do for your father.
Right then I knew my life had just begun. For I had found my one and only one, 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 only one.
You're the only one for me. Excuse. Oh, that's me. Excuse me. 200 acres bounded on the north by a lake, and on the south by a hill. Elevation 5,837 feet. 10 miles to the nearest town, Centerville.
Dagwood!
Romeo. Blondie.
Dagwood Bumstead, stop playing possum and get up.
Oh, Blondie. Oh, am I glad you're here?
Yes, indeed, Cookie. Your father's a fine, upright man. He'll stand behind you when you need him. Never find him lying down on the job.
You're so right. Then, Dagwood, you're mine. And the song is, too.
No, Blondie, the song isn't yours and it isn't mine because I didn't even write it.
Dagwood, you didn't.
Of course he didn't. Horace Bumstead wrote it to me 20 years ago. He called it that black-eyed sweetheart of mine, till I refused to marry him, and then he changed it to the blue-eyed sweetheart. You could get yourself in trouble for plagiarizing.
Oh, I think I know why he did it, Mrs. Meredith.
Mr. Dithers promised me a bonus if I'd stay in the contest so I could sell you the idea to sell you our acreage for your children's camp.
Oh, if Dithers is mixed up in this, I'll wager he's around somewhere. I think I'll have a talk with him. And you stay here.
Oh, Blondie, we're in trouble.
I know, Dagwood, but it doesn't matter. Now I know that I was foolish to think there was another woman in your life.
Huh?
I was just silly and jealous. Oh, Dagwood, I'm so sorry I locked you out.
Oh, Blondie, you know there's never been anyone but you.
Bumstead. I guess I'm a little late, eh?
Yeah.
Well, how'd my philanthropist do in the contest?
Let's tell him, Blondie.
All right, dear. You tell him. Huh? Go on.
Oh, Mr. Fuddle, this hurts me more than it hurts you. But about that check for the children's camp, there is absolutely no but $500.
Well, congratulations, Dagwood.
Well,
That's your bonus, Dagwood. Mrs. Meredith is buying our mountain property.
I didn't think I'd get this much.
Well, neither did I, but you did, thanks to this very charming lady.
Oh.
You and your wife are both generous to a fault, so, well, don't ever change.
Oh, thanks, Mrs. Meredith. Oh, yeah. You know, Blondie, I was...
Oh.
Excuse me.
Oh, Dad, would you have a cold? I'll take you right straight home.
That's where I want to go, Blondie.
You'll be much better tomorrow.
Yeah.
I have the best remedy for you.
No, you have?
Mm-hmm.
A remedy?
Yes, dear. You take a tablespoon of molasses, a teaspoon of mustard, and boil in a quart of vinegar for an hour. Then you take 3 aspirins, add a drop of camphor oil, and